where every day is a quest to find the newest technology in video games.
With us being a new channel, we really appreciate your support. So do us a favor and like, subscribe, share, and comment below. And here we go.
Hey friends, welcome back to Quest for Tech. Today we'll try to answer one of the greatest questions of all. Could the Galaxy Z Fold 2 actually be worth the price? By now you've probably heard of the Galaxy Z Fold 2. It's Samsung's latest entry in the ever-growing category of foldable devices. And overall, it's an awesome phone. But is it worth buying? Let's find out. Now, there's no doubt about it. The Galaxy Z Fold 2 is an expensive phone. Many call it a luxury item. And in some aspects, it is. From its $2,000 price, to its premium build quality, and its revolutionary foldable design. In fact, this is one of two Samsung phones that they actually include a concierge service along with every purchase. That being said, is the Fold 2 worth getting? Well, if you can avoid paying that full price up front and you love cool new technology, I believe the answer is yes. So what exactly are you getting when you buy the Galaxy Z Fold 2? Well, you are jumping to the forefront of technology. And the biggest reason is because of that folding screen. If you watch a lot of YouTube or a lot of movies, or you just view a lot of content on your phone, being able to unfold your phone and open the display up, giving you a tablet-like experience, is awesome. Samsung has really improved the outside display from last year's model, and now you have a 6.2-inch screen on the front. The 6.2-inch display in the front gives you a more traditional feeling. You're able to do all the normal things you would on a non-foldable phone right on the front display. The only bad thing is it's a little narrow, so when you're texting a paragraph or writing long emails, it does feel a little crammed on the keyboard because of the narrow design. Also, opening some apps and watching some YouTube videos in full screen don't always look the best, but it is great that Samsung gives you this full display compared to the smaller display with those huge bezels on the original Galaxy Fold. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, you got that huge, beautiful display in the middle. Why wouldn't you just unfold it every time? Well, to put it quite simple, we're creatures of habit. So if someone sends you a quick message, you're going to want to just respond real quick on that main display. Or if you want to maybe look up a quick Google search and you're using your phone one-handed, it is a lot easier just to use that front display. And the other big reason is honestly, sometimes you forget. With using the phone every day and getting comfortable with it, even though it is a little bit thicker than your average smartphone, sometimes you'll forget that you can actually unfold it and get a larger display inside. So it is good that you at least have that choice of using the 6.2-inch display on front. But when you do unfold it, that's when the magic happens. Samsung has increased the display size by shrinking down the bezels from the original Galaxy Fold. And inside you have a beautiful 7.6-inch OGA Dynamic AMOLED 2X display. Samsung calls this an Infinity Flex display. It has 373 PPIs. It's HDR10 Plus certified, and it has 120 Hz refresh rate, which when you're using that 120 Hz, you can really see how smoothly you're able to flip through apps, scroll through pages or emails or messages, and it just runs really, really smooth compared to a 60 Hz display. Speaking of 60 Hz, that front 6.2-inch display is actually running at 60 Hz. So if you're, let's say, scrolling through, just say your Google feed, you're scrolling through a news feed or through messages on that 6.2-inch display, then if you open it up and you start scrolling through the same thing, you can really see the difference between a 60 Hz display and a 120 Hz display, like on the inside of the Z Fold 2. The Galaxy Z Fold 2 has no shortage of cameras. On the front, you have a 10 megapixel selfie camera. On the inside foldable display, you have a 10 megapixel selfie camera. And on the rear, you have a triple camera setup. The first being a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, the middle being a 12 megapixel wide angle camera, and the bottom being a 12 megapixel telephoto camera. Now, while the camera doesn't have the top specs like the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, the camera still holds its own and takes some amazing pictures and video. Now, what sets the Z Fold 2 apart from other phones is that you can actually use the camera in flex mode. Samsung has greatly improved the hinge for the Galaxy Z Fold 2, allowing you to open the phone or unfold it at any angle. You can open it just a little, fold it like that. You can fold it all the way, or you can fold it halfway up. And when you have it folded open halfway, Samsung calls this flex mode. And you can actually use the camera in flex mode. And look what it does. It gives you the option to take a picture, and then you can see the picture that you took pop up right here on the bottom. So you're able to look at the viewfinder and flip through the galleries of the last pictures you took right here in flex mode. Flex mode also works great with video calls. You can do dual video calls, and you can see yourself on the top and you can see your whole team on the bottom. You can also take a rear camera selfie. So you can actually use the back cameras to take a selfie. And you can use dual preview to actually see yourself before you take the picture. And you can let them see the picture before you take it. The camera also includes video digital image stabilization, so you're not getting shaky shots. It has HDR. You can record videos in 4K Ultra HD at up to 60 frames per second. The Z Fold 2 has a huge 4500 milliamp battery. It's actually a dual battery setup where Samsung has one battery on the left and another battery on the right. So far, the Z Fold 2 has lasted me all day with that 4500 milliamp battery. The Z Fold 2 is also fast charging compatible on wired and wireless. So of course you can wirelessly charge it. And you also have the wireless power share feature that comes on all Samsung flagship phones. The Galaxy Z Fold 2 is 5G, and it does support sub-6 and millimeter wavelength. Each Z Fold 2 comes with 12 gigs of RAM, and you can get either 256 or 512 gigabytes of storage. Unfortunately, there is no SD card slot, so you either get 256 or 512, and that's it. All of the speakers are tuned by AKG, and they sound really, really loud. The Z Fold 2 also has surround sound with Dolby Atmos technology. It sounds great, especially when you're watching a good movie or listening to music. You can actually hear that surround sound. So one of the drawbacks on the Galaxy Z Fold 2 is one of the same things that plagues so many Android tablets. And it's not necessarily Samsung's fault, but many of the apps are still not formatted for foldable devices. You're basically just getting the same screen size that you would be getting on a non-foldable phone. Samsung and the developers really have to get together to start getting these apps that are so popular formatted to work on the Z Fold 2 and Android tablets for that matter. It is kind of a downer for a phone so expensive. So when you're on Instagram, Twitter, and other apps, you may get this weird stretched app look or an app not filling out the space at all. That's due to Android 10 not being completely ready for foldables and that app not taking to the new larger form factor for screens. It's kind of a sore spot because it looks like the mobile version of an app just stretched out. So we hope Samsung and these app developers work this out and we'll see an improvement with an Android 11 update. The one not so great thing about YouTube is while videos look great on the Z Fold 2, you still get those really big bars. It would be nice if you were able to zoom the video out and make the bars a little bit smaller, but the videos still look great on the Z Fold 2 screen. We just hope that they can get those bars to shrink just a little bit. One of the coolest features that Samsung included on the Galaxy Z Fold 2 is called app continuity. This doesn't work with all apps, but it does work with a good majority of them. So if you're in a text message, watching a YouTube video, or just doing a Google search, on the front screen, you can unfold the phone and continue from the very same spot of that app on the larger screen. When it works well. However, there are still some apps that don't take advantage of this, but we hope to see more in the future because this is an awesome feature. Overall, the Fold is a great design. It has a nice premium feel to it. It is thicker than your average smartphone, and it is more narrow, but you can still fit it in your pocket and you can comfortably hold it with one hand. So with all that being said, is the Galaxy Z Fold 2 worth it? Well, to be totally honest, there are not too many pieces of technology that are worth $2,000 outright. But if you are able to trade in a phone and get a good amount knocked off of that, or if you're able to subsidize the cost of the phone, like doing at&t Next, T-Mobile Jump, or Verizon Up, or any carrier program that lets you trade in a phone or that lets you stretch out the payment for a year and then jump to another phone, then yes, it is definitely worth it. The Z Fold 2 is cutting edge technology. It is really cool being able to use that full front display and open it up to a much larger display in the middle. If you like watching movies, if you like playing games, if you like using an Android tablet, but don't want to carry a phone and a tablet, the Z Fold 2 is a major win. So that being said, the Z Fold 2 gets 4 stars. Samsung has made so many improvements to the design and functionality of the Galaxy Z Fold 2, and it feels like a high quality phone. So for those reasons and so many more, it's definitely getting 4 stars from us, and we think it's worth it, kind of. All right, friends, that is all we have for today. Thanks so much for questing with us. We really appreciate you all. Do us a favor and leave a like on the video if you like what we're doing. And please subscribe to our channel. Help us continue to grow. Really appreciate you all questing with us. Thanks again, friends. We hope you enjoyed the video. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe and never stop questing. Peace.